Hi, today I'm quickly going to run through some of the key points I found in Chapter 10, the development of an online course. First of all, what is an online course? It is, a lot of people don't realize it is a big shift from your traditional classroom course. It is moved from text-based learning to a course that employs many different learning objects that's meant to be distributed on the internet. All these different multimedia components of the course exist because of the delivery of the course. E-learning 2.0 is a shift from what I see as traditional learning, where you have more of a teacher-student model, to a community-based learning model, where there's learner-learner. Or a learner-learner model. And this has been tough for me because I tend to be an independent learner. So I tend to do everything on my own. So I have had to kind of get used to and step out of my comfort zone and realize that I need to become a part of this learning community. Just as in my professional life, I need to be part of a professional learning community where we share and learn from each other. The faculty, anytime you're starting up a online learning program, I think there's a couple of things you need that all leads to faculty buy-in. I think you need to help your faculty realize that even if they've experienced some less than effective online courses in the past, that there is a sound pedagogy behind online learning. And one way to help with this is by training your faculty, so that kind of levels the playing field, and so they know what the plan is. And also, if you're going to ask this of your faculty, there has to be faculty buy-in. Thus, you need to give them some kind of tangible reward. Give them a promotion, give them a pay raise, pay them for the extra work. I tell you what, as far as a teacher, being a teacher goes, if you're willing to pay teachers for their extra investment of time, a lot of times that's one of the big perks. Standards. I love this quote. All instructional endeavors, regardless of their medium of delivery, should be measured equally against an explicitly stated set of criteria. We have standards within a face-to-face classroom. Standards should exist for online education as well. In fact, I know there are different standards that have been developed, but it is shocking to me that we create an online education without creating a set of standards. I guess the thought was you could use the same standards that existed in the regular classroom. And this quote too for teacher education, because that is key here. For the sake of both teacher and learner, faculty should undergo some training before beginning to teach online. For the sake of both teacher and learner. That is so true. In order for the learner to have a rich environment in which to learn, you have to have effective teachers. And in order to do that, you can't just give a teacher their login and say, okay, go design an online class. And we have to train them. We have to make sure they realize the shift in pedagogy that has to exist in order to have an effective learning environment online. And we have to make sure they're aware of the administrative skills. They need to stay ahead of things and know where they go for support before they ever need the support. And technical skill, they can't just wing it. They can't say, oh, I'll learn as I go. They have to have those skills in place. I hear all the time, I'll learn as I go. You cannot have an effective, rich learning environment if you're learning as you go. Time management. Have a protocol in place. That's the big thing for me. Student communication is huge. Have a protocol for when you're going to communicate with those students, when you'll answer emails, and make sure the course is designed in its entirety before you make it open to students. Have colleagues go over it with a fine-tooth comb so you make sure that the perception you have is the same one that your students will get. Developing the course. Use the people in the team at your disposal. I think, and this is my logic here, I might be wrong, I think Blackboard takes on some of the roles when you're developing an online course, but you still need to use those people at your disposal. And I think it's great if you already have a subject matter specialty, if you already are an expert in a subject matter, having this master's degree is just going to be phenomenal if you're doing educational technology. And lastly, the behind the scenes final thought I had was, wow, I can't believe so much behind the scenes is required in having an effective online course.